So you can't achieve team cohesion by using technology that prevents team cohesion. So I'm going to give you 3 simple insights into project documents that will improve your technological acumen so you can be better. So the 3 insights are the difference between paperless, digitized workflow, and team cohesion, otherwise known as complete digitized workflows, which is rare. It's an overused term in software sales, so you got to be very careful when you hear that term, complete digitized workflows. I'm going to show you the difference. So this is also a cautionary video which will give you enough technological acumen to protect yourself against overselling in the industry. Now, let's cover paperless. Paperless is basically just a picture or a picture of a form, and it's basic because the information within it is not extractable. So if you need to use that information somewhere else, you have to manually transcribe it. And here's an example. This is the Job Documents tab in Plexxis, which holds all of the company standard documents that are required on job startup. Now, if I go to the shop drawings here and I just move over to the side and I click and I show you a preview, as you can see, it's just a picture of the shop drawings. Now, really cool because you don't need separate file folder systems. Everything you need in terms of documents are stored within the job. So that's cool, and you're saving a tree. Okay, digitized workflows are much better than paperless. They're not as good as team cohesion, but much better because the information within the forms or pictures is usable elsewhere in the product lifecycle. I'll give you one example here using an RFI. So we have an RFI 15364. Here it is here on the mobile app. So this is a foreman creating the RFI. Now I'm going to get out of this. This is on the top build job. I'm going to click over to the top build job. Now put the project manager's hat on. We're going to go over to PM Docs. This is where all of the documentation that is created as the job progresses comes to this one single repository for the project managers to act upon. So if I click into that RFI that has already made it in, the data within that form auto-populates the RFI. Significant benefit. Okay, another example of digitized workflows would be a basic foreman daily report. So if I look into a foreman daily report that was created on the app, you'll notice that time records are here. The foreman didn't have to enter in these time records. They've already entered it in the time card app. Now, because we have connected workflows and the information is digitized in those workflows, the information automatically flows into this form so the foreman doesn't have to duplicate that data entry. Awesome benefit. Again, not as good as team cohesion, but great. Now, team cohesion. This is where you've got complete digitized workflows from end to end. A good example would be purchase order requisitions. The foreman can come in here and they can create a purchase order requisition right off of the budgeted materials or the company-wide database. So that's all interconnected. And if you take a look at this material request, again, it's a digitized workflow, but full team cohesion means that it is a completed digitized workflow. So if I get out of this and go to purchasing, I'm going to flip back over to the top build job here, and we'll open up a open purchase order. And if I go over to requisitions, you'll see that requisition right here. Again, all the data is pulled out. If I want to add this to the PO, I simply add items to the PO, and now it is applying the pricing that is set for this specific job coming off of the job special pricing information. I want to come back to custom forms for a second because I want to provide extra clarity on team cohesion. Team cohesion requires that the upstream workflow and the downstream workflow is fully complete and digitized. And this is where contractors can be misled. So watch this. I'm going to show you something that looks like team cohesion, but it's actually just a digitized workflow. If I come into custom forms app and I want to build a new form, I'm going to hit this manage forms button. I'm going to create this daily log test. I'll indicate some security preferences, and I'm going to come over to the questions. And as you can see here, here's all the digitized functions that you can pull into a form. For instance, if I wanted to see those time records that the foreman completed in the time card app in here, I simply pull it over. If I want a GPS tag and I want to see all the tool and equipment transactions for that day, I can pull it in. Now, that seems pretty cool, and it's digitized. Now, when this form is created, it will automatically come into the PM Docs tab, and on the front end, that form has been able to pull in data that somebody had already entered into the system. Great benefit, but it's not complete, because once the form is in here, it's digitized information within the form, but it's not going anywhere. The system is not programmed to take that information and complete it on the downstream workflows. So some contractors may see that in a demo and may think that it's fully may think that it is a fully team cohesive system that provides completed workflows, but it's not. It's just a digitized process. So even on Plexxis, where we have a live connection between bidding field and finance, not even all of our workflows are complete. If a customer built a custom form and they wanted a complete workflow, in this case, we would still have to build a custom bridge to the downstream workflows that they wanted to complete. Now, to protect yourself, if they start using the terms complete digitized workflows or full team cohesion, just do what I did. Take the forms and follow the data right through to the end. And if they can't show it in the demo, but they say they can do it, there's two things that you do. You get references from other contractors who have got the completed workflows embedded in their system. And two, get it in writing in the contract. It's that easy.